Rise with India podcast on ET Now.
Good morning and a very warm welcome. This is the ET Now Rise with India podcast. I'm your host Rohit, and these are the top stories this morning. The Zee and Invesco saga now unfolds before the High Court as well, with the matter also coming up before the NCLT later today. Reserve Bank this week could maintain status quo on interest rates for the 8th time in a row. OPEC and its allies will meet today to debate how much oil to release into the already heated market. China's Evergrande Group is facing another test as yet another dollar note comes up for repayment today. Sale of passenger vehicles fell at top manufacturers on shortage of semiconductors, and Amazon and Flipkart see strong start to festival sales. Tier 2 and 3 cities driving the momentum. 8 people, including 4 farmers and 3 BJP workers, were killed and several others injured in UP's Lakhimpur Kheri after a vehicle belonging to MOS for whom Ajay Mishra's son allegedly ran over protesting farmers. Zee Entertainment has filed a civil suit in the Bombay High Court against Invesco, its largest investor. The company has asked the court to declare that Invesco's demand for an EGM to discuss board changes is illegal and invalid. The Zee board on Friday said the notice was not valid due to multiple legal infirmities after seeking advice from legal experts. Some experts said the case will come up for hearing in the NCLT on Monday, and objections raised by Zee are outside its scope. Reliance Industries has formed a new subsidiary, Reliance International, which will trade in crude oil, petroleum products, petrochemicals, and agricultural commodities. As global commodity prices rise and the need to contain inflation at home remains high, the Reserve Bank is likely to maintain status quo on interest rates for the 8th time in a row. The bi-monthly policy review is scheduled later in the week. The much-hyped flagship sale events of both Walmart-backed Flipkart and Amazon India have started well based on early trends on Sunday, as well as during the early access for subscribers of customer loyalty programs like Amazon Prime. The Reserve Bank is considering the restoration of original trading schedule for bond and currency markets after nearly 18 months of curtailed working hours. Australia is racing faster towards reopening its international borders, with Prime Minister Scott Morrison announcing that bans on international travel will be lifted in November. The head of BioNTech, the German company that developed the first COVID-19 vaccine, said a new formula is likely to be needed by mid-2022 to protect against new mutations of the virus. US stocks rose on Friday, but for the week, S&P 500 lost 2.2% and Nasdaq fell by 3%. This is their largest drop since February 26th. The Dow lost 1.4%, its largest drop since the week ended September 10th. Oil prices turned higher along with equities. On Friday, however, with equities rising, the yield on 10-year Treasury note fell to 1.464% from 1.528% a day before. OPEC and its allies will meet today to debate how much oil to release into the already heated market, where supply disruptions and recovering demand has pushed oil above $80 per barrel. Rising oil, gas, coal and power prices are feeding inflationary pressures worldwide and slowing the recovery. China's Evergrande Group is facing yet another test as a dollar note maturing on Sunday, issued at an initial sum of $260 million, comes up for repayment. RBI's interest rate decision, macroeconomic data, and global trends will dictate markets, which are showing some signs of correction this week after a stellar run. Investors will also track the movement of dollar index and US bond yields. Foreign investors were net buyers for the second month in a row, with an investment of 26,500 crore rupees in September. This comes after an investment of 16,450 crore rupees by FPIs in August. On Friday, FII's net bought shares worth about 131 crore rupees and DII's net sold shares worth about 600 crore rupees. Let's tell you about some of the active stocks this morning. State-run power giant NTPC has reportedly drawn a 15,000 crore rupee divestment plan, which includes a listing of its arms NTPC Renewable Energy, Northeastern Electric Power Corporation and NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam. Avenue Supermart has reported a 46% increase in standalone revenue from operations for the second quarter. Glenmark and Aurobindo Pharma are recalling multiple products in the US market due to various reasons like deviation from manufacturing protocols and presence of foreign substance in one of the lots. The DOT has amended license norms to rationalize interest rates for delayed payment of license fee, a move that is expected to ease financial burden on the telecom sector. Sale of passenger vehicles fell last month as a shortage of semiconductors disrupted production operations at several top manufacturers, including market leader Maruti. Grasim has said that Income Tax Department has raised a demand of 8,300 crore rupees on the company as capital gains tax, with regard to sale of shares in a group firm. The Aditya Birla Group company said it would take appropriate action against the tax demand. Tata Group firms have made an open offer to acquire up to 26% stake in telecom gear firm maker Tejas Networks for about 1,000 crore rupees. Private sector lender Federal Bank has posted a 10% growth in advances at 1.37 lakh crore rupees for the second quarter. India's largest insurer LIC is likely to file DRHP with SEBI by November. Other Poonawalla-backed Wellness Forever Medicare has filed its DRHP with market regulator to raise about 1,500 crore rupees through an IPO. As many as 35 companies are planning to raise about 80,000 crore rupees in the third quarter if the market remains stable. Paytm, Other Housing Finance, Star Health Insurance, Policy Bazaar, Adani Wilmar and Nykaa are among those planning to raise about 4,000 to 16,000 crore rupees in IPOs. The 2,800 crore rupee IPO of Aditya Birla Sun Life AMC was subscribed 5.25 times on Friday. The portion reserved for qualified institutional buyers was subscribed over 10 times. Non-institutional investors put in a bid of 4.39 times for the shares reserved, and the retail investor segment was subscribed 3.24 times. And here's an important reminder. Times Network is set to debut in the Hindi business news genre with the launch of ET Now Swadesh this afternoon. ET Now Swadesh leads with a powerful proposition of Badho Desh Ke Saath and promises to be a catalyst of growth, helping the viewers rise with India. So wish your channel luck and tune in to ET Now to find out more about this. And that's all we have time for. Thank you for listening in. This is your host Rohit signing off. Wish you all the best.
The Rise with India podcast on ET Now.